They say heroes are born from adversity. But what if the greatest adversities are the ones we choose? This is the story of a boy from Pretoria, South Africa. A boy who dreamed of stars while being pushed to the ground, bullied relentlessly. An outcast with a mind that saw a different future. He didn't just endure. He started planning his escape at 17 with a few dollars on a backpack. He left everything behind for North America, a continent of dreams. But dreams don't come easy. The reality was sleeping on floors, working odd jobs, and surviving on $1 a day. Yet, the fire in his eyes never dimmed. This wasn't just about survival, it was about building. His first venture, Zip2, was a digital city guide before anyone even knew what that meant. He coded day and night, living in the tiny office where he worked. Showering at the local YMCA, the company eventually sold for over $300 million, making him a millionaire before he was 30. For most, this would be the happy ending. For him, it was just the beginning. He risked it all. Every penny he made from Zip2 went into his next idea, an online bank called X.com. The vision was audacious, to revolutionize finance. It merged with a competitor to become PayPal. But success brought chaos. While on his honeymoon, he was ousted as CEO by his own board, betrayed, kicked out of his own creation. Yet, when PayPal was sold to eBay for $1.5 billion, he walked away with $180 million. Again, an ending for most. For him, a launch pad. This time, the dream was bigger than money. It was about humanity's future. He looked to the stars and founded SpaceX, with the impossible goal of making life multiplanetary. He also looked to the roads and co-founded Tesla, aiming to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. The world called him crazy. Experts laughed. They said it couldn't be done. The universe seemed to agree. The first SpaceX rocket exploded on the launch pad. The second one failed to reach orbit. The third, carrying satellites for NASA, blew up in a spectacular fireball. 3 failures. $100 million of his own money gone. He was down to his last attempt. If the fourth launch failed, SpaceX was finished. The media prepared the obituaries. His team was demoralized. He gathered them and said, "For my part, I will never give up, and I mean never." Simultaneously, Tesla was hemorrhaging cash. The global financial crisis of 2008 hit, and the company was on the brink of bankruptcy. Production was a nightmare, costs were spiraling, and they were weeks, then days, then hours away from total collapse. He was borrowing money from friends just to make payroll. His personal life was also crumbling, going through a public and painful divorce. He described it as eating glass and staring into the abyss. He almost lost everything. Both companies, his entire fortune, his reputation. The pressure was immense, enough to break anyone. He was on the floor, emotionally and financially. He had to choose: save one company and let the other die, or risk losing both. He refused to choose. He poured his last remaining millions into both. It was an all-or-nothing bet on himself. In the darkest hour, 2 miracles happened. On September 28, 2008, the fourth Falcon 1 rocket successfully reached orbit. SpaceX was saved. Then, on Christmas Eve, just hours before bankruptcy, Tesla secured a last-minute funding round. Both companies survived. Pain creates power. From the ashes of near-total failure, a new era was born. SpaceX went on to become the first private company to send astronauts to the International Space Station. Tesla became the world's most valuable automaker, sparking an electric vehicle revolution. The kid who was bullied for dreaming was now building the future he envisioned. People see the jets, the factories, the rockets soaring into the sky. They see the headlines and the net worth. They see the icon, but they don't see the years of sleeping on the floor. They don't see the boardrooms filled with doubt. They don't see the tears in his eyes as his rockets exploded, taking his dreams with them. They don't see the man on the verge of a breakdown, fighting a war on two fronts, refusing to surrender. This journey wasn't a straight line to success. It was a brutal, chaotic, and relentless climb, paved with failure, betrayal, and moments of utter despair. It is a story about the human spirit's capacity to endure unimaginable pressure and to turn pain into progress. It is a testament to the idea that the size of your success is measured by the strength of your desire, the depth of your courage, and your willingness to get back up again and again and again. Every rocket that lands itself, every Tesla that rolls off the assembly line, is a monument to that refusal to quit. It's a reminder that the biggest dreams demand the biggest fights. It's about looking at the impossible and asking, why not? It's about understanding that the path to changing the world is never easy, but it's always worth it. This is not just the story of an entrepreneur. It is the story of a man who looked into the abyss and decided to build a bridge across it. This is the story behind the billions. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that pushes the limits of what's possible. Follow your dreams, no matter how impossible they seem.